I'd like to tie for you CDC olive emerger. The hook I have on the vise is size 14 masthead, and the thread I'm going to use is 6/0 olive unit thread. I'm going to start my thread behind the eye of the hook. I'm going to stop right at the band of the hook. And trim off this excess. For the tail, I'm going to use some barbels of this light olive feather. I'm going to line the tips and peel them off. And I want the tail to be the length of the hook shank. I'm going to tie that down with a couple loose loops. Make one turn under the tail. For the rib, I'm going to use this pearl flashing tinsel. Tie that down. And I'm going to trim off this excess at the point where the thorax is going to be. Bring my thread back. I'm going to wax the thread, and for the body I'm going to use hair sear dubbing dyed olive. And start forming the body. I'm going to stop here. And I'm going to counter wrap the tinsel. And tie that down with a thread. Oops. That slipped out of my fingers. There we go. And I can trim this off. Tidy up with a thread. For the wings, I'm going to use two CDC feathers dyed light olive and at the moment I want this wing to be 2 lengths of the hook shank. So I'm going to measure that, take the feathers in my other hand and measure that again. So this is the point where I want to tie on the feathers. Tie that down with a couple loose loops. Couple wraps in front. I can trim that off. Clean that up. And now I'm going to use seam dubbing for the thorax. I'm just going to roughly dub that on my thread. Add a little bit more. Pull everything back. I'm going to cut off some of too long hairs. And pull CDC feathers towards the eye and tie them down right behind the eye of the hook. I'm going to take my bodkin and pull them out and make the loop. Tie down. Make a few wraps in front to secure and trim off this excess. Now I can clean everything up with the thread. And form the head. Give it a web finish. Tidy up a little bit. Drop of head cement. And here we have CDC olive emerger. I hope you liked my video. I thank you for watching. Feel welcome to subscribe, and tight lines.